For the first time, the grandparents of 18-year-old Anna Kepner, who died on a Carnival Horizon cruise ship earlier this month, breaking their silence.
I just screamed. I couldn't stop screaming. I can't accuse him because I don't know what happened in that room, but the summation would be that he did something. He was an emotional mess. He couldn't even speak. He couldn't believe what had happened.
Anna's grandparents say she and her stepbrother were close.
Kepner's step-grandparents said in a recent interview that the teen and her stepbrother were very close, like two peas in a pod. Quite frankly, I find that an appalling and reprehensible statement to make given the circumstances. I mean, do you think if Anna could speak, she would refer to her step-sibling and herself in the same way as two peas in a pod? I somehow highly, highly doubt it.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear. Thoughts build up until I can't. My mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear.
Hello and welcome to True Crime Rocket Science. Do you think her ex would refer to Anna and her step-sibling as two peas in a pod? But there are other questions too. Why did Anna say that she felt ill? Did she feel ill? Was that just an excuse to sort of leave the table and prepare for the evening, perhaps away from certain members of her family?
Anna wasn't feeling well. She just said, Mima, I think I'm going to go back to my room for a little bit. And she must have felt better because she got dressed up and she came down. We were playing in the casino. She didn't win anything. And she said, Mima, I love you guys. I'll see you later.
Really? She said that? And then what happened? But before we get to that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you're finding this analysis worthwhile, interesting, meaningful, insightful, please do hit the thanks button and let's get started. Someone made a comment that not one person who has spoken about Anna, not one person that is close to Anna has shed a single tear. Anyone else notice that? Even the grandparents here talk about her very matter-of-factly. This is someone who didn't just die and die suddenly. This is someone who was murdered and murdered violently while they were on the same freaking holiday.
Do you remember the last time that you saw Anna?
We had dinner. Anna wasn't feeling well.
It's quite a strange answer to the question. Do you remember the last time you saw Anna? And then she says it was at dinner, but then she says she saw her later when she came back and she was dressed. I'm not sure whether I believe that, because surely if you said, when was the last time you saw Anna, you'd say, well, at the gambling table. I'm also starting to wonder whether Anna really did say, I'm not feeling well. Now, the authorities have been very tight-lipped about the investigation. As far as we know, no one has been arrested. The stepbrother has not been charged as of right now. But we are seeing more photos of Anna, including this one from her hotel room. Who took it? And did Anna know that she was being photographed? Suppose it's also possible that this was from her own camera, but would she really turn her back to the camera? And one does wonder what the timestamp is on this particular image. Was this after she got back from dinner or before dinner? Or was it on a completely different day?
The room steward that was going in to clean the room is the one that found her.
She was found concealed under the bed. I was told that she pulled back the mattress and found Anna.
What I also find highly suspicious is that Anna disappears. You know, she disappears at night, and it ends up being the cleaner who finds her. Are you telling me two kids staying in the room didn't notice the life jackets out of place, didn't think to look for her, didn't think to tell anyone that she was missing, didn't tell their parents or their grandparents, and so nobody looked for her except for the cleaner? You know, that room is not a very big space, that specific room that they were staying in. When Anna was missing for hour after hour after hour, why didn't they tell anyone? Why didn't anyone look for her? Why was it the cleaner that found her? And it does kind of make you start to wonder, if there was a cover-up, how many people were involved in it?
Very quiet young man. He had demons, I think, in his past, and he was trying to deal with those.
He had demons. Can you imagine someone saying that about you, especially if you're 16 years old? You have demons. That sounds like a description of Brian Koberger. Another kid with zero social currency who couldn't get any traction with the opposite sex while he was in college. It does seem like one way for a guy to have demons is if he can't get laid. So it's not a laughing matter if you that guy. I think this is also a big psychological key. Although the step sibling hasn't been charged, he doesn't seem to have been girlfriend material because he seemed shy and to lack social currency. And this is why the sudden introduction of an attractive 18-year-old right into his personal space, not just one day but every day, and then this cruise, and then them staying in the same room, and then the addition of alcohol. What did they think was going to happen? Curiously, one more thing, Chantal's last name is listed as Kepner in several media reports, but court documents identify her with a different name as Chantal Hudson. I think this indicates that Chantal may not have actually been divorced, but also that she wasn't married to Chris Kepner. Basically, what all of this is showing is a kind of unstable family dynamic, a family dynamic that is not settled, a mixed family that has not really found its level, found its sort of balance, found the appropriate pecking order and the appropriate sort of roles for each person. The appropriate sort of hierarchy, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. And as a result of this instability, it looks like something really bad happened. And one can also take that same scenario and see whether it fits into the Gus Lamont case, because there you also have family instability. And when people go missing and when somebody dies in a family, look to the family dynamic for answers. I mean, I think the same applies even in the Summer Wells case. And so what you want to really do is ask the question, how serious is the instability within the family dynamic? And there are various factors that can play into that. Addictions, demons, if you want to use that word, external forces from ex-wives, ex-husbands, and so on. Financial circumstances, perhaps sexual feelings, sexual frustration, whatever. Now, coming back to Chantal's last name, it might just be that she's using a different name to try to stay anonymous. It may be that she is divorced after all. I seem to remember Kate McCann did something similar when she referred to herself during that investigation as Kate Healy. But this certainly is a case where there's a limited amount of information, but then also quite a lot of information that doesn't really take us anywhere right at the moment. One has to wonder, by now, surely the FBI have completed their analysis of the CCTV and perhaps the cell phone data reviews. Well, it's hard to imagine something isn't going to happen very, very soon. In any event, I'm not going to take it further than that. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.